Souls, I feel like I want to get a message out. I'm picking up the energy of a divine feminine. Could be in separation from someone, particularly like a twin flame separation or on a twin flame journey. Or, you know, maybe like a really, really important lesson when it comes to life as well. Unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise, and be honest. Heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. Is it safe for you to talk about your feelings? This is a bit of a difficult one. If you're in no contact, and you're in no contact because they're not, they've switched, you know, they've shut down, they've switched off. But if you haven't spoken your feelings, if you feel like you've maybe let this person not treat you properly, you know, maybe it is time, and maybe that is the message. Let go of the twin flame. And I was feeling that. I was like, I've got to do a message to a divine feminine. I was feeling that. Let go of the need to control, and I think we're all guilty of this, and not just our love lives, in our personal lives, in our career. You know, we get these goals and we like, I want it this way. You know, when I say control, I'm not talking about someone that's, you do what you're told, controlling. I'm like, you know, you want this and you're holding on to that, and sometimes we've got to go, do you know what, as hard as it is, sometimes it doesn't work out the way that we want it. Sometimes, you know, people are on their own paths, people make their own choices, and you know, it's a difficult lesson, but surrender is needed at this time. Know that you do have unbreakable love with this person. You do have an unbreakable bond, and if you do have that opportunity, like, be vulnerable, like, this is how I feel, this is, you know, what's happened here. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. This person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection is so sacred for you. And I think sometimes when we come across, you know, either it be twin flames, soul bonds, really important connections in our life, it's one of the most painful, because how can you let go of someone that you feel in every bone of your body is your person, the person you're meant to be in? But sometimes some people run away and get scared by real love. They do. It's like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. You know, this is too heavy, this is too much. And they just put their running boots on. And, you know, it's that whole, you know, I don't know the lady's name, but, you know, the Let Them lady, the blonde one with the glasses, she's come into my mind. It's like, someone's wearing a mask in this relationship. I don't think you know how this person feels. I don't think they've had an honest conversation with you. I don't feel... I'll get some of my other cards in a minute as well. Separation, we know that. Oh, twin flame and separation. Maybe you were ignoring red flags in this connection as well. Yes, that love is there. It's unbreakable. It's that's never going to go away. This person's always going to be, you're always going to be home to this person, always, no matter what happens. But if people don't want to accept the love that you've got to offer, if people don't, it scares them, or, you know, they choose to run, then, you know, I can't say it enough. Let them. They need to learn their own lessons. And some people don't. Some people just stay in negative cycles their whole life and don't accept real love when the, you know, universe has given them a beautiful gift. Here you are, here's a beautiful gift. Oh, I can't cope with that, I'm going to run away. Let them. Boundaries are needed. Be careful what you choose. I think I'll get my other deck. But I do think that, you know, especially when we love someone, we tend to overlook red flags. We tend to, you know, especially if you've got a really like special and wonderful bond, we don't sort of go, well, actually, that was a really big red flag that I missed. So maybe have a think about that. You know, it's great to be in our heart space and we shouldn't be too much in our heads, but there needs to be some logic in the sense of like, well, actually, would that have worked because of this, this, and this? To a certain point. Was there toxic behaviour? Was there addictions? You know, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. This is why it's so hard to cut this person's energy, because they are your soulmate. When souls are attracted to each other, even if they never met in real life and never talked in the flesh, their spirits love each other. Yeah, you're always together in the 5D. Serendipity. I was trying to say serendipitous. Oh, I'm getting some initials. D. It could be a David, a Dean, a Donna. Oh, I just had the, now I don't know, I heard Darwin. That's somewhere in Australia. Unless anyone got a name Darwin, but you might be from Australia or Darwin. That's just come through. That's interesting, isn't it? I'm hearing the name Donna quite strongly as well. An O initial, Olivia, Ollie, Oscar. It's not a cat name, isn't it? I'm sure there's lots of Oscars out there. You need to focus on healing. Heal from past wounds related to relationships before welcoming the right person. You know, all these people coming in, and this is the thing with the twin flame journey, you absolutely can end up with your twin flame, and that is what everyone wants to hear, but it is about you, and it is about learning and growing and evolving and becoming whole on yourself, so that coming back with your twin flame is a choice, not a need or a want or a fear or a lack. The twin flame, these people are supposed to come in and mirror us. They trigger our wounds, and that's why, you know, your person, as I'm talking to divine feminine, the right person, your person would have run. They would have put their running boots on and they would have gone, because you triggered them. Like, it either got too much, or they, you know, you really showed them what they need to work on, and they couldn't cope with it, so they just ran away. You know, maybe you're talking about an avoidant or something like that. But also your wounds would be activated. Maybe you'd have really bad like abandonment trauma or something like that, and where they've run because of their own stuff, may I add, not because of anything you've done, and don't ever think that. It triggers your wounds. You know, maybe you were abandoned as a child, your mother or your father or something like that, and that needs healing and you become whole. And it's about you waking up to, you know, your spiritual awakening, healing your wounds to go on and have that healthy relationship. This person's got deep feelings for you, but they hide. They don't heal. They just avoid, run away, try and carry on with what they're doing, and do a really bad job of it, is what I want to say. Right, let's read these. This might be what you need to work on. Neglect. Neglect is a silent form of destruction in love. Maybe you feel neglected by this person. Maybe that's a wound that, you know, this twin flame's come in and triggered for you. You know, is what I'm feeling. I think neglect would be a really, really big. I keep getting an O initial. That's really, really important. Just to know, just so you know, you are my happy place. That's how this person feels. You are their happy place, but they can't deal with it. They're running, they're hiding, and they need to heal that. Acceptance without criticizing the past. I love everything about you. This is your person. Affectionate. There is one person that has deep feelings for you. They're very timid. They're very, they regret not sharing their true feelings with you. And they know that they missed a chance in love here. This was a serendipitous meeting. Here we go. Avoid. Running away is just a way to avoid getting hurt. Endure. This person just sits in their pain or pushes it away, or they don't deal with it. They don't talk about it. They're not healing it. They're not moving forward. They've just got these unhealthy patterns that they're just living in, and it's not good, really. I've been trying to suppress the pain of not having you around. Heal yourself. Let's see if there's more messages. Heal yourself. Take comfort in what you can. Work on yourself. Get a hobby. Start dating again. You know, and just focus on that. That's the only thing you can do. You can't make people change. You can't make people you know, want to show up for us. And, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They've got to show up for themselves, and they've got to learn. And, you know, some people just don't, do they? Because they've got addictions or there's toxic things going on here. Oh, so there is, I want you to know that the feelings between the two of you are reciprocated, even though this person doesn't know how to behave, they don't know how to act, they don't know how to show up. They're just in a really, really bad place, but that doesn't mean that they don't care. They see you as Queen of Wands, got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming through, but you're very strong. You know, I feel, I thought I saw moth. Moths could be important. It's really strange. Moths or butterflies, they're this person really doesn't have much joy in their life anymore. But you need to close down these cycles. You need to say no to this person as well. I feel like my 8 wands just came up, which is like communication coming in, but I feel like it'll be breadcrumby. Won't be like, I'm sorry, I want to change, I want to, you know, I'm not feeling that. I feel it's time for you to be strong and go, I'm not having this anymore. You either come in correctly or you don't come in at all, which is a beautiful place to be. And I think it will open doors, and I think it will bring in someone new for you by doing this, by finally closing down this cycle. Remember, the twin flame journey is about you. Something passionate will come in, something new, a new love, you know, something that will light your soul on fire. I'm feeling it's waiting for you. You just need to do this. 9 of Pentacles. I was looking at a course about being a divine reader as well, something I might look into, and specialising in divines, I think. I'll see how that goes. Anyway, if you'd like to book a private reading, links in the bio. I've only got 2 days left of my 30% off sale, all tarot readings if you're interested. Love and light. Bye.